Hello and welcome to another episode of the After the Whistle podcast. My name is KO. I'm joined today with my gang. Gang is all here. And we have Van Gelder. We have Van Gelder. Relax. Keep it. I'll give a fuck. We have Van Gelder, we have Smiley, we have Corey. How you guys doing?
Good evening,
All Gucci,
everyone. Smiley fiasco.
Oh, boss.
Smiley's headache is cleared up this week.
Yeah, how you feeling today?
Sorry, United won. I can complain more, but I don't get it.
Take the 3 points and run.
At the moment, we'll take the 3 points. But Charlie,
we'll get there. You, Crack isn't with us today because of ECG problems, but hopefully, if things happen to change, he'll join us. Since we've been talking about complaining, let's just start with the main thing this week. So, a group of journalists and sports people decided to present a petition to Parliament this week under the banner Save Ghana Football. A number of journalists drafted up a plan which they presented to Parliament. I think it was received by some parliamentarians. I was even read on the floor, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys know the parliamentarian who read it, you can help me out here.
I try not to keep their names in my head for sanity purposes.
But all these problems were highlighted, things that we have been talking about for months now regarding to actually developing a football plan, investing in infrastructure, talking about grassroots football and the like. I mean, I can read the petition if you guys have it, just so that you're aware of the things which they submitted, so that it's not like you are not out. You are informed, just as the audience is also going to be informed. So many things which were highlighted was the development of a national football policy, creating a commission of inquiry. So because all these money, we received all these monies now, the amount of money that we're going to spend, we need to actually take into account what has been spent and take track of it as well. Accountability, that goes without saying. The solution of, I think this was the main thing, the search committee for the appointment of a new Black Star coach. That committee should be dissolved real quick, because it shouldn't take about five. It shouldn't take about 5 people to be able to identify the type of coach that we need. Disbandment of the management committee. Again, you don't need a committee to handle one national team. You don't need 3 or 4 people.
Have you seen the people on it?
Oh, they can bring themselves to court. Lack of player development. Oh, no, you go on. You get Mike today, so right now you go fit take your head off.
I tell you, my issue is the type of people on this committee. I swear there's like a bank manager or something on the committee.
Data bank.
People that don't have any sort of idea what they're doing. What does a data bank?
That guy does have a footballing background, but he's a banker.
The background I've seen is that he did pass commentary on football issues. Every now and then
he be old school podcaster, but basically,
because every time people keep saying that he has a background. People keep saying he has a background, but all I've seen, like when I went to search, all I saw was that some radio stations, then they call him every now and then to come and talk about football.
He used to be a regular on GTV though, so
yeah. So as in
again, so was he's a pundit.
So he's like us
or panelist.
Hey, bro.
He's a podcast.
He'll be commentator. He'll be commentator.
The same
in a suit.
So if they call me, make a come join the committee, it'll be cool. If they call me,
no. Yeah, if he represent the fans, because he be enthusiast. So if he represent the fans.
So let me ask. So if Chelsea add them to committee, make them search for a new manager for you.
Just saying, bro.
Chelsea will add them to committee. That be the whole point.
No, but assuming in a different world, Chelsea.
Make a explain. You see, the way right now, why United they hire any and everybody. So
they hire the right people. I beg, make take it back.
You see any and everybody. You see them as you say any and everybody.
Anyway,
you know Dan Ashworth.
So make I just talk
You
my
we
own
just look
boss.
at Brighton. They just a pick. They just a pick.
Make you no
They
mind
just a
them.
pick.
Anyway,
Make her continue. Make her continue. Make her
continue, bro.
continue.
Continue.
Lack of player development goes without saying that because the league is shit. Structural reforms. So from top to bottom, what do I even say? Yeah, how government interfaces with the FA in general. How the national team is even funded, because if you can spend $3 million playing 3 matches in your next door neighbor's country, there, like, bro, what are you doing? A whole team spent 1 point something, and they went all the way to the final, and we effectively did not win any game. Okay, we won one game. Did we win one game? Yeah, we won
No,
one game.
we didn't win. We didn't win.
We didn't win. We didn't win. We
The
didn't win
one
anything enough.
you see, because
The one
as
guy,
at 90th minutes we
think
the
of South
lead.
Korea.
The Mozambique, because we the lead 2-0 as a 90th minute. So for your mind, it's like, go think say this game we win, but yeah,
Okay,
continue.
yeah. If you can spend $3 million on winning, not winning any games, yeah, there's something which needs to be looked at. Investing in grassroots football, so looking at the the primary, secondary, and tertiary school structure to see if you can find talents there as well. Our local leagues have to be revamped. Talking about accountability again, understanding how much is actually being paid to the national team coach and coaches, um, transparency between all stakeholders involved, and reduction. It was a 15-point plan, so reduction of tax on football related events, because I think something has been done similarly in the arts sector. So they want to be able to remove taxes on football related activities so they can bring in more people. Now, no one really knows where this is going to go, but then obviously demonstrations are rife in this country as at now. So I want to ask you guys if you have any comments on where you could see this going in the next couple of months.
Smiley,
Van Gelder, I'll start with Van Gelder.
Okay, make Van Gelder.
If the government or whoever received this petition is minded to, the first thing they have to do is change that GFA statutes. This morning, I performed a brief exercise. I don't know if you remember last year, right before Ketokyoku's second election, there was an injunction forwarded by Alhaji Grusa to the courts, or I don't know, the lawyers make you not come for my head, so they use the legal term wrong. But Alhaji Grusa carry GFA go court where the court give injunction. And Alhaji Grusa's point was that you can't have people on there. So the Congress is made up of 120, 124 people. Well, 124 according to the FA's constitution, and I read it myself. 20 of those people are RFA executives. Now, the constitution doesn't clearly state whether or not, like, how many term of office the RFA people have, because I read it and I couldn't find it. So if somebody make them show me. And the constitution also doesn't state, say, if somebody in term of office finish, then for how, like, what's the structure, what's the formula? Usually, according to Alhaji Grusa in point, you elect RFA chairman first. And it makes sense because if the RFA chairman are coming to represent the whole region, then it has to be people that have been voted for by the people in the region, right? At the bottom of the Congress place, then refer there say everybody will be Congress member where they can't vote or anything for showing credentials and show say in appointment or election be valid. The RFA chairman who voted for Ketokweku in the second administration, their term of office finished September 18th, 2023. How do I know this? They were voted into office September 18th, 2019. And it was based on that election that they then went ahead to vote and Ketokweku became president of the FA. Somehow, in his second term,
in an election which shouldn't have even been done in the first place.
An election which shouldn't have been done in the first place was conducted with people whose term of office had been expired. And then after they voted for him and he won, then they went to do RFA election. Like 2 days later. They did his election on October 5th, 2023. And they did RFA elections on October 7th, 2023. So as for me, if anybody is minded to care about the football, That's where it starts from. That's where it starts from. Two, me, I don't know how they're going to change the structure, but that clause, that or that rule or that unspoken rule, because I don't know whether it is or no there is. I know see I'm there, but there's this unspoken rule that you have to be a football person, own a club or whatever before you go
It
fit
not
chop.
be unspoken rule, it be actual rule
It be clear rule,
that
which
you're
shouldn't
supposed to
even
be.
be there.
That I
It's
think
such
not
a
even that.
conflict of interest.
I think you're supposed to be a club owner or something along those lines.
Look at this nonsense.
Somebody explained to me like the time they do them affair status, then the football people be very few, right? So at the time, they just wanted their own people to make decisions. Now the stakeholders in football are a lot more. A lot of people own clubs now. A lot of people own smaller clubs, codes clubs, academies. So the stakeholder consultation is much broader now. So now that rule should not apply. That you have to be a football person in order to become GFA president. For me, these be the two things. I don't know who go take up. I don't know if them go care. I don't know. The sports minister pick mine. So yeah, we'll work with it and see how best we can respond and bring our roadmap. Every day roadmap. Then the road we don't know where we they go. The map no correct. The map bearings be wrong. Everything be bad. So I don't know. Finally, I agree
Uh,
with the point that they should dissolve that committee. If you send your son, go buy me Gary, he go buy you sugar. You say no, go again, go buy me Gary, Gari. He go there, go buy granuts. Go buy me Gary. He go there, go buy rice. You go send them again. The same guy that brought us Milo, that brought us what they call Chris Hutton.
Otuado.
Otto
Otuado.
Ado.
Same guy that brought us Chris Hutton. The same guy that led us to our two West African displays and our West World Cup display. That same guy now, because that vice president, every time if them for something about black, he the lead the charge. How is he still the same person trying to get us a new coach? Ghana football DNA, they make sense. The white paper then rep for the Jamaica Commission. Then rep what a Ghanaian footballer should be like, what our identity is like. You take that paper, take footballer inside, go take some German from somewhere, he self Ishan, invest this thing, say he coach for Azerbaijan, say Uzbekistan, say something like that. Make he can develop Ghana football DNA. In the football in developing that DNA, he barely spoke to any Ghanaians. His point was when he sent out the questionnaire, nobody. Well, this FA has shown themselves that they don't care about anybody's opinion. Why should I respond to your survey? So in the end, on what basis did he develop this football DNA first? That document, since then do am, I'm not sure say anybody see him again. Be like them print one copy, they not do also soft copy. That be all. This be the DNA, yeah, that be all. Finish.
Yeah, me, I've seen excerpts from that report. That was the report that came out after the 2014 World Cup, the whole debacle.
Yeah.
And they had proposed a lot of reforms for Ghanaian football. Nobody knows what happened to it after that. Nothing was implemented. And like they had some very, very good recommendations in that report, but nothing was implemented. And now they've commissioned a new committee to do something similar. Like, to me, if I hear anything committee related to Ghana football, then I vex, because if you already do one and nothing came of it,
They
why are
don't
we
work,
supposed to
bro.
trust? Yeah, it doesn't work. That's the whole
It
thing.
just be money, then people won't take per diem, then go sit somewhere, drink tea. That be all.
Facts.
Me
And travel.
and
Get visas.
me one thing, since I don't want to just be criticizing one random like idea I have about Ghana football, just in case anybody decides to then go listen. Me, I know say maybe it could be controversial or something, people might not agree. But I feel like for Ghana football, we might benefit from following the American system of sports, not just football, sports. Like
Break that
for
down.
example, the Ghana Premier League. I feel like our clubs are not strong enough to deal with the ups and downs of relegation promotion. So if maybe we had like a system where it's like MLS, 30 teams, north, south, not necessarily even north, south, even if it's the same 20 teams. And you also make sure that the teams are spread out across what right now, let's say we get 16 regions. So if the teams are spread out,
Bossman.
so basically you make sure that every region is represented. Obviously, some regions will have more teams than others. The same way
Local
in
rivalries.
MLS. The same way MLS, LA get 2 teams. In NBA, LA also get 2 teams in NBA.
That's why they call me.
MLS they get LAFC and they get LA Galaxy. I think a lot of people forget it. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, I thought it was the same team. Low key, I swear to God, I thought it was the same team, man.
Me too. I
You
thought
might not be
one was the
alone.
name.
You might not be alone.
You know,
Charlie.
you know how then they name teams for the FIFA, them games inside. I think
Yeah,
it be the same team, but like you name for game inside and you name for real life.
What name UVSF? Pinamonte.
Monte Calcio or something. But yeah, LAFC be the recent one, but they'll be the bosses right now for the region inside. So yeah, I see it like if we had a system like that, every region was very well represented, and then we had like maybe 20 set teams in the league. It would help teams to build stronger clubs basically. And even also Ghana, apart from that, it wouldn't be exactly a case where we are neglecting all the other teams. It doesn't have to be like that, because Ghana, we have a very vibrant, like, how do I put it, underground league system in the sense that if East Legon Monday Stars, they play match for them at stadium in Bauleshi, you will see plenty of people for there. I don't know how it works, but for some reason...
Smiley, sorry. You said stadium.
No, for them a pitch. That's Santo Park for Bauleshi.
You see, that was very misleading. Because you make boys believe saying that they get seated stadium.
It be Santo Park. It be Sakura pitch.
Be park. Pitch self, they give them something. Be park.
But for some reason, every time that they play match, the people they go, and like not just the area people, you go see Muntari go turn up, Asamajan go turn up, like you see big stars. So for some reason,
Shatawale self crowd go show face.
Yeah. So for some reason, in our underground football league, like we are able to have a vibrant supporter base. So I feel like you could have the Ghana Premier League, and then you also have like a separate league where all those other teams are competing, and those leagues could even feed the main league. Like again, in MLS, in America, in USA, they have MLS, and then they have that other league. I've forgotten the name of that one.
US something. Next Stars, something Stars, something Stars.
They have another league that is also competing. It's not below MLS, but in terms of ranking, because there's no promotion or relegation, but it's a lesser
development.
League.
It's a development league.
Yeah, and they are all like thriving in their own way. So me, that's just one idea. And I feel like even you could have a system where like they have drafts, SHS.
Oh no, this
system,
one day you can't take them far. If draft system enter this country there, bro, then go hack the system. The more corruption people can't be inside.
Maybe not exactly in the way that the MLS does this, but like the SHS system can feed the Ghana Premier League system in some way. Not even necessarily the Ghana League, but like
some teachers say
I think that's not
some
a bad
boy
idea.
be the ball, bro. The draft there,
like Intercore. If you see the kind of stars in the ball, ball for Intercore, if there's a pathway that can lead from that to the league or something, I don't know. Me, I've not touched the idea fully through, but that's just one of the ideas. Yeah, but the second thing I want to talk. This one I don't really want to talk because one of the people for inside, they hope say one day you will come the podcast talk. But as them go meet the Minister of Sports to present the petition, the energy was very different.
No move to so make I just hold you right there.
Point I don't name names because I won't make some of them.
Them all be parties, right? So it's just like if me at 10 minister or if KO 10 minister, we either do something, they make sense. We all we demonstrate. If we go meet KO, they can't do hey, they can't alarm them.
The issue is, I understand that one. I understand if you say them be parties, I understand. But that will be the energy that they give if then they sit radio top, they talk. Because if they radio top, Then every time you talk about this person, if I see him, I go do this, and this person he fool, this person no get sense. And right now, if I go meet him, hey my guy, what's up?
Are those the words used? Are those the words used? Are those the
I
words?
mean, they use very strong
They
language.
use very strong language.
They
though.
use
They
very,
don't
very
say
strong language when they talk about those
the
people.
minister must wake up. He must sit up. He's my brother, but he has to sit up. Maybe,
Wait. This person in the prayer lot.
Hey,
I don't beg me. I already talk to me. This
you
person,
remove
I
those
want
flags.
make it come the pod. So like, I
Okay,
don't
wait,
want
no,
to
but-
But I think no, but he's also said that he's friends with them. Like he can go on radio and say these things because
I've never
it'd
heard
be the
him.
right thing. But no. I mean, if it's who I'm thinking about, he always says that they are friends. So
You see, so that's the thing. The fact say me, I've never heard it, but like I hear the other parts when he's calling them out. He's going on those long rants, tirades about them.
Yeah.
So for me to see just that part, like I didn't know that they were friends behind the scenes. So for me to see that part and now see on video and go meet them, then they holler them. Oh, and like it was like
No,
they were
but
eager to be greeted by the person.
You guys,
And I'm not even just talking about one
I
person.
I know,
I'm
but
not
I
just
want
talking
to
about
Be
one.
the
Like,
first person where happen we say Songo go hug the minister.
I just want to ask you something.
No,
so like in the example with Van Gelder they gave, if me I go chop some high post B, but then obviously you get some platform where you go fit come at me and all that. Even if it not be something where you go fit call me then tell me to my face, but then obviously you get platform where you go fit address them, then talk the way they talk because you know me. Because some people they'll be like, from the outside, this is what we see, this is how we present it. But way they inside, no, you way you they inside, you know the way me are they. You also see what are they do. So it go bore you more. Say I know they do the right thing. Will you go call me out on it? And if even I give you the chance, say we go fit talk, make everybody else see we. It not go be that energy where you can't talk the thing because we get relationship already.
Yeah, it be human nature. At the end of the day, bro, if you go chop any position every Sunday 7 p.m. if you can't record the podcast, no tell me today I did Geneva they sign convention. Me, I just
Charlie.
Kale, you see, this I kind of disagree because you see, this be professional setting. Like this is not like a trivial matter. This is even if you they post, we know that they do well. Even right now, we more times that they call you out on the podcast, like pre-recording. We have a relationship, but if somebody to do something, you should be able to tell the person. That's like in all frankness. So this thing where they come up, obviously if I come to you, I'm not coming to blast you. There's a relationship, but the way they are doing it, I understand where Smiley is coming from. That's you see,
okay. So because the cameras day on, he also for show say fire.
Yeah, me, I'm not even saying that if you go jostle and go or aggressive,
Thank you.
but like
just
maintain,
be serious.
Be serious. Maintain some like composure and make
dignity.
Present it as a very serious matter. Like even if you don't shake hands, make the handshake very formal handshake, but make you not go hug him. My guy, like
Smiley. So
it defeats the whole purpose.
Your point is say Ojana Shino so I'm
like
vibes.
It's for me it's a crazy dampener for me because right now it's like you guys
look at them sideways
in that moment they threw out any seriousness that came with the demonstration.
Yeah,
the whole in the sun, all that. When they call it, just like it's just friends that are going to sit around a table and eventually decide that there's money to be made personally. So
but
we are back
I understand and I agree.
One.
I understand and I agree where you're coming from, but I don't think just that moment, that short 20-30 second video can change the entire dynamic of the demonstration or what they sought to do. That one I disagree because at the end of the day, they were not the only ones that were there, right? Collins Atapoku was there, and then all other people were there. So if just these three people go meet, then they go present the petition, where them then go say hello, hi. It doesn't necessarily take away maybe it can take away from them, like how people see them as individuals, but I don't think it takes away from the collective, like the idea or what they
Can I
want
ask
to
you a
do there.
question?
Go.
Can I ask you a question? When take the position of somebody who just this, you saw the demonstration, then you saw the engagement. That snippet. Just take it from an average person who sees those two things in subsequent tweets, right? Hey, we want this, we want change. What happened to Brazilians? Then you see this shot. Immediately, you're just like, So all the this be what? If you see people for London, like in Parliament, and they're debating things, bro, it be serious. We they go back and forth, like it be serious business. But as we catch outside, no, hold on, my brother. I'm like, Charlie, you go inside for me. I'm like, Charlie, I'll make sure say I make my point. Then but what you saw there was like this thing not they go anywhere. Like it felt as though it had hit that I'm your friend, you're my friend wall in Ghana, so I can't be too hard on you. And that's where sorry, that's where some of our problems come from, with people not following through because they end up becoming a friend or they end up getting bought.
Or is their friend who they have to push.
And
thank you.
Also,
it's their friend that has to be removed from the position, which is a problem.
And also,
How do you smile at him after?
I know it's easier said than done, but like at some points, like if you are looking for real change, you're looking for real revolution and stuff, you should be prepared to lose friends. I feel like maybe we are just too afraid to lose friends, especially when the friends are powerful people. We are afraid to lose friends because, like, yeah, I still won't get that link. Like, make like Rio Ferdinand, they talk about Ronaldo. You go kissing ass, no matter what Ronaldo do. If you're kissing ass, because you don't want to lose that link, say, yeah, me and Ronaldo be boys. Somebody like Roy Keane will go talk in mind whether you stop my boy, you stop my boy.
They give. You know
they care. Yeah, like it's that's just how I see it. If you are going there in the capacity, the main issue is that the ones to meet those people in their capacity as leaders of the demonstration.
Yeah.
So once you go there, you should have, like, you are not going there as me. You are going there as a representative of other people.
But so, maintaining all protocols. You close your eyes and you say,
yeah, like
submit them.
But exactly. What I would like to know is whether that happened before or after they had handed their petition. Because if it was before or after, that can also change,
That one, I don't know, honestly. I don't know about that one.
I would like to know that. If it was before, then it'd be very...
the presentation of it all was...
I was saying the sports minister came in, right? Like you saw him come into the room. So I'm assuming that be when the engagement. You saw people like now coming to sit down there. So I just say right now they can't start. So I'm just saying it be before the handing of the petition.
Okay. That's right.
Smiley call we. That's right. Smiley call we. Smiley call we.
Next time, turn off the video.
See ya. You make me see that thing finish.
Like, brother,
it won't do like we don't see.
I mean, at time, I hear the doorway open.
And the way east to look east. I don't know what they're going for.
Keep this in. Keep this in. Don't take it out. Yeah.
I should say it be some curry rice. Then this snack check be very serious.
See the chef. Why?
Smiley, you're living a good life. A very good life.
Let's try and keep things good. I will go off script for a minute. But also this week, I think the president also commissioned the Boteman sports facilities. I want to call it, for the Africa Games. Sports complex. Thank you. Now, seeing that our neighbors just hosted a fantastic tournament, and we have been selected to host this Olympics style event, but for Africa, right?
Just call them Africa Olympics.
The Africa Olympics. Me personally, I haven't seen any fanfare, any excitement, any anticipation for the games. Now, this is meant to start sometime next month.
8th March.
I mean, I mean, you there airport, so you they see the
In 2
posters
weeks.
where
And the
it go
Boteman
around the
just
things.
dey my side where they stay, so like it's very close to me.
So basically,
I
you can
cross the
go there to
stadium
watch
every
game.
day.
Have the road,
Honestly,
have the road there.
the road they fix the road. As for the road, yeah, then do the facilities to they've done what they can do. Honestly, like from a personal point of view, I'm excited because of how close it is to me. So I'm planning on going to watch a few of the events.
Mm.
But from an organizational standpoint, like you were saying, there's been no noise about it. No,
Does it,
like
bro?
I'm sometimes I just wonder. I was asking Kawa the other day, why did we even apply to host this thing? Because it's
Brother?
like
I'm not sure say we
then
apply.
force
I'm
we
sure say we did there. No, where they say Ghana, you go do them next.
you point do am chair, so come do am because like originally they were supposed to build a new stadium for this thing, and then at the last minute they realized that actually we know if we do this thing, so that when they decide say
Yawadi.
they will help Legon make them finish do them a stadium quick in time for this thing. The facilities too, as at 3 months ago, it was way behind schedule. Even as of now, it's behind schedule. This commissioning and go do like the commission, even though the commission, I'm like, there's still
It's
a
not
lot of work to be
functional.
done. There's still a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
not
work to be
functional.
done, but like, yeah, for the sake of all of those things. So, like, I wonder what pushed us to go and even ask to host this thing in our worst possible time to host anything of this
But
manner.
don't forget, I know be now then take giveaway. Then take giveaway. I hear this thing. Then right now we can't go
This
the World Cup.
Yep.
this
We
thing we
are
talk.
sure
No. That would have been before because this thing we talk
Yes,
about. It's
way
an episode
before.
where
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They
this
talk
was
say
maybe
the time
either
with
if
me
not
I hear
early
about
last
them.
year. Okay, fine.
Time
The
with
time
me I
where you
hear
hear
about
about
them.
them.
Then it be then the time we dey go play the World Cup. Where I hear say
Even World Cup could be recent
the
because
priority of the government then the is it all of this is under the sports minister. Where he no be serious guy. He no be serious. He be one of the few sports ministers. He they can't finish in term of office all 4 years. They no change him. All 4 years they no change him. So me, I don't want to hear anybody make anybody tell me anything. It be if for set priority for this thing. Where then form LOC, fine. But the government themselves don't look like they are serious because more times they come, then chop on the money also. They don't get any money take do this man. So then they do like make we do am look, make we do am look. If we do am look here, obiya kwe ni maso na
I'll tell you
yemfa
something.
home
Yeah.
infinity. Yeah.
I've been passing by the stadium, so I've been seeing the development every single day in terms of construction, in terms of materials and things. There's supposed to be a hockey field. Eh? For the past about 4 or 5 months, the I want to say grass, the artificial grass or the turf that they're going to put on. They've done the square. They cemented the top, the everything. Right now, weeds started grow from the edges. Then some trash has been parked in the bush. You know, those ones that haven't been moved, but the rolls have been lying on top of this hockey field for the past like 5 months. Nothing has been touched. No movement. There's another the Nania field. No, I don't know what they won't do for that. Then go mount. I don't know whether it be rugby or what. Then go mount lights giddy giddy for top for the past like since mid January the lights have been on. I want Chalk make the tournaments finish, make them busy who will pay the electricity bill. Because they have another field also beside the like they have a swimming
They go to
the swimming pool, and then they have another field closer to the stadium. That one too, the lights day on 1 month this. And they chalk make the time finish, and I want to see how these fields are going to be maintained. Are they going to be rented out? How what is the continuation from this point? Because me, I've seen South Africa after the World
World
Cup.
Cup.
I've seen Brazil after the World Cup. All the infrastructure that is created for these things end up being left to rot. Like it's basically, oh, we finished. But why can't
White
you use this
elephants.
infrastructure to train for the next tournament, to invite, like keep the facilities going where people can fly in, see that they can't use the facilities, pay the user
And
facilities. Why every time we
but
get this
that
abandonment, they'll say because
this falls
it
under
was
the
done under
jurisdiction.
MPP.
No, it's that one there no be that too. It falls under the jurisdiction of this guy called the NSC president.
The National
Now,
Sports Authority.
our current National Sports Authority president, a whole professor, if he talk, you go figure say Sebi, he no go secondary school where he dey talk. He dey fit talk. I remember when they commissioned the team and he was there. He said, he's so happy the facilities are impressive. And they asked him, but this comes under the NSA right after the tournament. So he said, all the other facilities, there was no maintenance manual. And because of that, they couldn't budget for the maintenance. So because of that, but this one, the contractor have given them maintenance manual so they can now get budget and they will be able to maintain it. Oh, we'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Then say then they go maintain the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium. TFE then go pour for top. TFE, you know TFE. Everybody go pour for top. So me, it has to be a mindset. Whoever is next NSA president has to want to maintain it. That's all.
And build on it. Don't just maintain it. Like, I don't understand why we never want to be like sports ministry doesn't want to be like a sports hub in Africa where people can where people can come in, train. Like, oh, I'm going for training in Ghana before I go for the Olympics because they can get the infrastructure.
Yes,
but we did here
because
we did watch
Olympics high school warm up pool. Charlie, if somebody for go swim for somewhere, like our African brothers who may not have the facilities, cannot come and camp in Ghana, use the facilities.
Sports tourism is a thing.
It's a thing, dude. I don't understand why we don't think.
I mean, I'm just hoping that Interco and all those things, they move them to those facilities just so that they are in use. It's not like we go neglect them till whenever.
They be track star. The way you pick up personal point, you're like, the kids have to go and use these facilities when all these games are over.
Look, at the moment, Interco, then they do a lot for what? They do Interco for Elwak where the running tracks are all dilapidated, like everything is just run down.
Afrofuture Day then, so it'd be cool.
But even that one said it'd be different matter altogether because I don't want to mention the amounts and they pay to use Elwak, but it'd be 6 figures. And they tell me say they collect all this money and you can't me the person will tell me I know fee
6 figures to rent Elwak.
You know what's the NSC for these things.
I know you know what
the thing is say they don't just take money for the day you're organizing the events. They also take money for the days you used to set up. So if they use 30 days to set up, then they charge you for all those days. So if maybe they will charge you maybe 10,000 a day, and then maybe 30,000 for the actual day. So if you add everything, it'd be 6 figures. I know we'll talk the exact amounts because I don't know how confidential it is.
You know you talk this today,
even Stoneboy. even Stoneboy in concert to do for Accra Sports.
Exactly.
Yeah. He pay 100 and something thousand. Then they say they declared and say he pay only 70 something thousand. So
I'm very sure the 70,000 they mentioned, they just mentioned the amounts for the day of the event, but they didn't mention the amounts that he paid for the days of the setup and everything.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Stoneboy, then the guy can say, hey, Charlie, I beg you, we don't pay 76,000, we paid 165,000.
And that's what I'm saying. That when you come and say that, don't just say it. Post the receipts. Say, I transfer X amount to these people. So they're not fee swear, but they are also part of the problem in the sense that
he said, she said.
You are talking. You are talking like you don't understand the people you are talking about. This guy went to sit in parliament. If you perjure yourself for parliament, then go for arrest you. You go tap parliament, tell them say they have
what do they call them in this country?
Grass covers for the grass, like the way Wembley, then Cousins and things they do. No? They have that they will use to cover the grass for programs. Later, they asked him somewhere on another show. He said, "Oh, we don't have it."
When he went to face the committee of inquiry, they asked him again that, like Van Gelder is saying, before the whole thing, before they put the suspension on football activities on the stadium, they asked him specifically, do they have a means of protecting the pitch? And he said yes. So when he went to face the committee of inquiry, they were asking him, so why didn't they use it? Now he was saying that because of the number of days that they needed to set up the concerts and everything, if they had covered the pitch, it would have destroyed the pitch because there'll be no sunlight coming and all of those things.
It be like
So the question is, so if you knew that, then why you talk say you go to cover him? Like,
no,
you had
bro,
all that
it be
information.
lie. He won't lick people that my brains pause. Bro, he did there they talk say he didn't talk say
We're so serious.
It say
brother.
he
Man,
did they go like say and if you cover it, the humidity, it go be too hot, it go destroy the guy. You won't tell me say if Beyonce they go do concert for Wembley, it be the day they can't do the concert then they cover the
The
pitch.
cover.
Or if what be your name? Whiskey they go do concert for White Hart Lane or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It be the day pet and they cover them.
That be all you know.
They use like 1 week or 2 weeks to do setup. Wait, why? You be professor, you didn't feel lie like this. We lie with that if you cover the
that's one of
grass.
the problems. You see, I don't. This is gonna sound some way, but I don't think there are enough people that are thinking in the country. Like nobody's thinking. Everybody's just like, okay, yes, please. I have to respect my elder. Like nobody's thinking through what's going on, because if you can lap up such bullshit from coming from an elderly person who's supposed to know what the hell they're talking about, then like you are not thinking. Somebody will come and tell you this and you'll be like, yes, please, I understand. Because you yourself, you don't understand what it takes to take care of grass. The intellectual level for the country be low, so people can so people like this can get away with chatting BS like this, because honestly, it's not it, man.
Bro,
We ain't gonna go anywhere.
He defeats suspend if David talks the whole month of December, they no go do any sporting activities for Accra Sports because they make more money renting it out to entertainment and other things. So them churches and things.
Okay.
We can keep going.
Enough. We can, but like enough James talk. Let's get to more controversial things. So Champions League returned this week, and I was not excited, but then
because your team is out, can Ukraine are you free?
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Just remember that you were eliminated from a group that had Copenhagen and Galatasaray, but that's cool.
I'll cover my logo.
Anyway, Copenhagen managed to come back to managed to have a Manchester team so that they could avenge us properly. So round of 16 started earlier this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. We had Copenhagen, Man City, Leipzig, Real Madrid, PSG, Sociedad, Lazio, Bayern. When next week it will continue with PSV, Dortmund, Inter Atletico, Porto, Arsenal, and Napoli, Barcelona. Now those matches seem quite interesting. I mean, if you go to the most haram of haram matches between
Napoli,
Atletico.
Inter Atletico.
Yeah. Inter Atletico.
Them say it be.
It's argument with Simeone. Come on.
Them say it be Simeone ball. He don't know be haram. It be hallelujah.
Simeone ball. It looks. If you look at the setup, it might look like it's a haram ball. But they're actually one of the most forward playing teams in it. Like
this season
they score goals.
But for him to see how much his team is conceding to, I'm sure he must be worried.
Oh, hey, did I say Simeone ball? Sorry, I meant Inzaghi ball. I beg.
No, because it name be Simeone Inzaghi.
It name is Simeone Inzaghi. That's what the confusion.
Nobody call.
You started talking about we're watching like Smiley. What are the what we can learn? Because in the top political they play for.
I beg you.
You know they talk about Osama bin Laden in assistance.
That guy, I don't try to be haram. Pass
I beg you.
Hey, calm down because Tony Pilis can have something to say about
that. Let's move on. So Porto, Arsenal, Napoli, Barcelona. So matches early on this week didn't really bring any exciting results, with City steamrolling Copenhagen 3-1. Madrid getting a slim advantage over at Leipzig. PSG winning against Sociedad 2-0, and then Tuchel, we'll talk about that. Bayern losing at Lazio. But then they had a player sent off, and Lazio converted a penalty. So they're hoping that coming back to the Allianz Arena in maybe 2-3 weeks time, they should be able to get a result. But then still, it seemed like it seemed so boring. So talking this week about whether the Champions League has become too boring and whether the Super League is something that could, excite fans again by applying the model which they proposed sometime a few months ago or so. So I want to get you guys' thoughts. So Smiley, whether you have anything in particular to say about matches being too boring. My only thing from this whole thing is that I think that them taking the away goal rule has dulled matches entirely. Like, teams at home have to defend against an away goal, but then they still have to get a result so that if they go to the opponent's home, they can get another advantage. But then I don't know how they managed to tell everyone that the away goal was as a matter of fact, it be Wenger. It be Wenger where it go as he land UEFA. No, he said
he do that.
take that shit out.
He like that.
Take that shit out.
Because that be how they take jam.
Take that shit out.
That be how they take jam.
Thank you. That was the team frustrated in whole play, in whole career.
As soon as he gets the chance to make any influence,
any change whatsoever, no, he said, "Nah, shall I fuck this rule?"
Then Bayern know you 5. How you go to my house? They go collect another 5 for them. They
don't even go give you chance, but bro, in the matches that we've seen in recent memory, PSG going to Barcelona. PSG beating PSG beating Barcelona at home. Them going to New Camp. They just score like 2 or something. Barca say, "Nah, you're
never score 1."
Bro.
I mean, after Barca score, like heading late into the match, they just for score 1 KK. Bro. But then
it made it juicy.
So yeah, me, if anything, for me, the way I see it, the matches being as I don't even want to say boring. I don't think it's the matches themselves that are boring. I think it's the ties that are boring because there are not a lot of big teams there are not a lot of big teams facing each other. You have PSV versus some big team, Copenhagen versus some big team. But if I remember, all of those teams are there because some self-acclaimed big teams failed to do their job. So if anything, this is just
want to not mention any names.
I'm not going to mention names, but me, one of those teams are the way my jersey right now.
Eras come to an end. Fucking team. Yeah.
So, if anything, the fact that we have these type of teams in the round of 16 shows me even more that the Super League was a bad idea. Because if you be big team and you deserve to be playing among your other fellow big boys, and you know if you show them against the likes of Galatasaray and Copenhagen and all those other teams, then what right do you have to say that I should be part of this football high table and be playing Barcelona and Real Madrid and all those people every week? Like, you did, like, United was in the group, was probably in the easiest group of the tournament. And I say easiest because even though Bayern Munich was also in the group alongside Copenhagen and Galatasaray, Bayern Munich are one of the worst big teams in Europe this season. So, like, if you can't overcome those teams, yet you want to go and play Super League, what's going to happen if you go reach that Super League there? Like, it will be even worse. So the fact that it's showing you that all those other teams, those other not unexciting teams, can make it to the round of 16, playing some very good football, because PSV have been playing some of the best football in Europe since last season. Copenhagen too, they play some very good. It's not by fluke where they go reach where they played some very good football. Lazio too, like
Inter went to a
Sarri
final.
has done a good job. Inter went to a final. Like, all of these teams, a lot of these teams are people who would have been left out of a Super League. I know they tried to revamp what they were doing and try and include some of these things, but those things just be optics that they try to do just to get themselves in. I should say,
number no reach with them say,
right now we will go. So yeah, and what annoys me the most about the Super League is that the same way you see how right now we're in a period of football where some teams like United, Chelsea make like we fall off small. other teams will, as we fall off, other teams will rise. That be the same way before United and teams will come on top. Somebody too did the way the person fall off, where you go replace
Forest,
them. So why say
Nottingham
Leeds.
Forest.
yeah? So why say you can't meet somebody in fall off
And they
where
tried
they enjoy the high
Sparta.
table? Right now, you two they fall off.
You
You
don't
won't
want
prevent
block. You
other
don't want
people.
block.
Yeah, you won't lock the gates. So say nobody else
You
will
won't
come
lock the
there.
gates.
You'll be
Yeah,
gatekeeper.
you be shit.
Yeah, you won't.
You be
Like,
shit.
yes, you can. Because if you look in the entire history of football, maybe it just be some handful of teams who have been on top throughout. Maybe Real Madrid and since Real Madrid, so because of government support and since we then deal with NBA throughout, they've never really fallen off. But for almost every other team, they've had lows, they've had periods where they've been relegated, and they've had their highs. So it's just a cycle. If your turn come, enjoy them. Somebody else intend to go come, make them enjoy them. But make you know say they lock their gates because your turn, they even handle them again, they fall off. So right now, yeah. And also, lastly, the Super League again, they know be say Florentino Perez get some good heart where they try save football as he they talk. He just won't pay Mbappe, Haaland, and all those people where they search money, pay them our wages on top of revamping Santiago Bernabeu. You know, we say he gets any good intentions for anybody and he has to save football and
No.
he just want
This be money
assemble new
matter.
Galacticos. He they want
Yeah.
assemble new Galacticos and say this be the only way we fit do them. So like honestly, that guy be fraud. So make nobody listen now. He be proper politician. That be all I get to.
Corey or Vagelda, anybody want to add to this?
Hey, I mean, what from what Smiley was saying, there's not really much to add. Being a gatekeeper and blocking other teams from also enjoying the same type of funds that you enjoy from these tournaments and things is just bullshit. Like the whole basis of football is meritocracy. Like you if you're somewhere, you merited to be there. Like you struggle, you beat this person. This Champions League fall off, it hasn't fallen off, boss. It just be say maybe your team not there inside, so you vex more. So now you can watch other teams do doing on Tuesday
Honestly,
and
it be like the
Wednesday.
Liverpool people where they push their agenda. Say it's not exciting.
Yeah,
Be
low
like,
key.
now you see heavy metal it is for inside. It be so.
You just be saying there are no Anfield nights where you are singing Champions League. You know Real Madrid passing through. Right now, it be Fenerbahce
But you
Ludo
know
Gretz.
they are there to do this.
Ludo Gretz that since they visit the man stadiums. So it's not that Champions League has followed up. I think the ties coming there this week are maybe a little better than last week's. And last week's, some of the teams that played, some of the teams are going through they're going through new projects. Like there are different stages in their projects. So the way that they play the ball safe is not as exciting or as vibrant as before. Before, like we've had an era where big players have now faded out. Like the amount of people that moved to Saudi and people that retired and things should tell you the amount of stars that are now headed down. So now before we have the young guys that are now coming up that are now going to create new rivalries and things, the old guys have been faded out. Champions League is at the point where, like, if you take the PSG, nobody really cares what PSG does. They see them as just some club. They've lost any sort of, right now if they watch PSG, who they watch? Only Mbappe. Apart from Mbappe in that team, who again you they watch for PSG?
Oh, what would that kid name now? Some boy, some
You
Z
see, the
name,
fact that you're
Zaire
even
something.
asking,
I beg.
you see what I'm
I
saying?
tried to make a point.
Like, at first, you tune in and watch Neymar. You tune in and watch Messi. You tune in and watch, even when there's a Classico, it was Messi versus Ronaldo. That's why I listen to the Classico is not. But the Classico wasn't a bad game. It was still a good game. But it's just, we want to see that super star power. And now that Messi, they've spoiled the football. They made everybody's expectations out there. I said before, if your striker give you 20 goals a season, or even 21, 22 goals, the guy fucking ball out.
Let me give you an example of this one. This season, Lautaro Martinez, he's averaging 1 goal a game in Serie A. Played 20 games, scored 20 goals. Nobody talk about that.
Yeah.
And this is insane numbers. In addition to being a like the guy, the Swedish striker at Sporting, like there are
Yep.
a lot of people doing good things, but it's like right now these two stupid guys, they've been scoring 50 goals a season for how many years?
And the fact that Haaland came to do something similar or close, it's like, oh, then you go fit do. So right now,
No, if you're
everyone's
right
like,
now, no,
oh, so
if you're
they need a
if a
30
striker
goal a
score
season
15 goals,
striker.
safe, was striker
not doing
sign.
it.
He no ball. But at first,
And
Higuain them at their peak, now the 22, 21 goals a season, then they score.
Maximum 30.
And Corey also touched on an important thing. I think that also adds to that perception. I don't want to make we backtrack to this whole football has fallen off debate, but like Corey mentioned something about how a lot of the older players are being phased out, and now there's a lot of young players who are now trying to find their feet. I think one thing about football right now is that there are a lot of teams that I think football, both fans and teams, we've just
Data driven.
embraced this mindset. We've embraced this mindset too much that the way forward is to build with under 23 players. So you make like right now, if you be like 27, 28, then they see you like, yeah, you be washed, therefore move you on and things. So a lot of teams are trying to build with these very young players. And there are a lot of players who I think hadn't really finished their
They're
story
not
at the top.
rich. They're not
They
rich.
haven't finished their story at the top, and they've already pushed them out of the limelight so that the next phase of players can come out. And I think maybe
Like
the the maybe like a Dybala, for example, he's still very good. He's still putting up.
nigga like 32.
He's actually like 29, and that's my point. He's 29.
He didn't lie. He didn't lie. He didn't lie.
Sorry, you were so fucking off, bro.
He didn't lie. He didn't lie.
That's exactly my point.
Dude,
So right now
Dybala
we are.
is 30.
He's 29, and that's my point. Like right now, we are in this phase. We are in this era of football where we feel like if player pass 26, 27, or he
he's
grow.
30, he's 30. He turned 30 in November. Why you just right now?
Okay, then.
No, Basmani is true. Dybala still has a lot to give, in my
He
opinion.
still has a
Even
lot
at
to give.
30. Yeah.
And he's not the only one. Like there are other players like Verratti. Verratti is not in Qatar. Meanwhile, it's not like he was bad or anything. It's just that like teams no longer want to have people who are like 29, 30 and that kind of thing.
Asking for big contracts.
It's financial, bro. It's financial.
And it has us for the market.
big
Has us for the
contracts.
market.
It not be hazard. The problem is
Has us for the market. Has us for
no
the
move
market.
to my pure football genius. The problem is if he catch, like if teams get 20, if player get 29, the player wants one last big contract. We go set them up. Teams don't want pay that kind of money because we team they feel like make I pay this 31, 29, we next season pay go drop 30, make I pay I'm 350,000 or 200, make you talk European one, so 250,000 euros a week. Then by 2 years time, I for splash money go buy another 22-year-old where E2 sake of everybody want them.
Be hit or miss.
Over.
It be hit or miss.
And it's hit or miss. And it's hit or miss. Yeah.
Or where if he good where everybody they see I for overpay, then I for pay him crazy wages. So now I get this 29. By that time they chop like 31. This 31-year-old I pay him 250,000. Then I also get this 22-year-old I pay him like 200,000. So for them, for most teams, the economics don't make sense, and because of that, now they'll give you 1 year contract. That and the guy. Some teams they give 1 year, sir. If they give 1 year, you force then they go renew them. You force then they go renew them. You force then they go, but they not go give you the calm 4 years contract. Then they do, which is very interesting to me because sports science has changed so much, especially in football. That now, if the player is responsible, you can almost guarantee that they can play till 34. Almost. It's no longer
How
the
many players are responsible like that? No. How many players are taking care of themselves in their old age?
So I think in some reports and other things which I've seen, right? You have coaches who might be data driven, so they'll have like underlying numbers which they'll present to the player. Have like TV, they'll have sessions with them so that they can see how their performance according to some various metrics or whatever. And then you'll also have some players, whether average ones or high quality ones, have their own people analyze the numbers which they are doing. So aside the club to try to get the best out of you by presenting these figures to you, you as well, some take some take upon themselves to bring their own people to also analyze them so that they can then go back to go and say, yeah, but then I'm doing this, and that. Some people wait and they wrangle with Germany there. We don't know what they do. Every day, be game or something with that they play.
You won't move to
So
Starboy,
we never ever know.
former
No.
Starboy, but that'd be cool.
That guy
It'd be
did.
cool. No
That
BS.
guy did.
Let me even give another example of what I'm saying. Take someone like Neymar. Neymar has, like, apart from the injury issues he's had ever since he went to PSG, his production has still been excellent ever since he went to PSG. If he go play half of the season, in that half of the season, he will put up crazy numbers. He still had so much to offer in European football. But when PSG decided that they wanted to move him on, there was no team after him. There was no serious team after him in Europe. And it's all part of that mindset that, like, if you reach a certain age, then right now it's like they don't
honestly,
even care
Neymar
about.
I don't think with Neymar.
It was
I
that.
don't think
I
with
think
Neymar
it
was
was
age.
finances. It was pure
It was
finances.
finances and his
Bro,
injury record.
You can't pay.
Why am I paying for a player that's half the season?
I feel like if he had like
Every match,
a good
you are
enough,
guaranteed that he'll go on injury because he'll be insistent in birthday. Every match.
We didn't have to do that. We didn't have to do that.
For me, it's just more about how much the mindset of teams have changed compared to back then. Because right now, maybe you go look around, you go talk, say stars not really there. But these are all people who they still have a lot to give, but they are now in the hinterlands of football because, like, teams just don't trust people within that age bracket again. Because if maybe they look around the Champions League and they talk, say stars not really there. Benzema, as at the time that he left Real Madrid, he was still putting up crazy numbers.
Peak.
Neymar too. He's still a very good, like a number of players who have gone to Saudi. They were still doing very well, but it's like they just decided to say
even January 7th, like Benzema was almost on the market.
Yeah.
But nobody can tell. Like, even if it takes right now, he's earning 22 million a season, or something crazy like that. Who get that kind of money they can't give you for Europe?
Smiley. Even the points you are saying, even let's look at there's one player right now who they suffer getting. This guy, how much are you earning a week? Yeah, no, how much are you earning a week? See, Real Madrid, they give you a first proposal, you say, nah, it be shit. They can't give you a second proposal that's even lower than the first. That's an indication that, boss, your salary is astronomical. It is too much. If you compare it to what you give me on the field, you know the tally. And I start saying you go feel maybe guarantee somebody league title or something. That's even a maybe. Because if you hit, it means that the money I go buy you for it be see during Timber first game, buy ACL 9 months. You spend 45 million on him, ACL 9 months.
Yes.
You haven't used him this season. So that when you look at this Mbappe boy, where he figure say it be the next thing since the next best thing since sliced bread.
Do you want to talk about? Do you want us to talk about that after this?
No, but
I feel like that's the last thing.
Let me put this one across before we go into Mbappe, though. Sorry, I didn't want to spoil it. But Smiley, do you know all of this started when COVID hit? Have you noticed?
After COVID, when the teams were recovering, I think
immediately teams came out of COVID, they couldn't justify their money anymore. The money, like, bro, it be we with the Premier League where we they see the money.
Open them my eyes, eh?
Bro, how many levers have Barcelona have to activate?
They do how many weddings they can't take place for Barca right now.
Me, if I get money, I go like do wedding for Barca because
we know if we can.
Okay, cool.
Only Smiley.
Calm down. Calm down. Smiley and KO.
I beg.
It'd be cool. But my point is, the European market. You see, then that has not say Bayern go free flesh something, Real Madrid go free show creatinted, Barca go show something, even Benfica them go free put them about the Atletico them. Right now, no bro get money. So the only teams that can do business.
Benfica, there be different markets.
Benfica get money.
Benfica they take 1 million enter Argentina market camp plus 30 players. But it be cool. Me, I don't want to move to them yet. We'll cost them a bit, but that'll be okay. Point is, a lot of teams have been financially decimated by COVID. And that worries me a little because lockdown safe then be how much? 5 months. If within a space of 5 months, well, lockdown plus fans not being allowed into stadium, 5 months.
Probably 18 months.
That's
Because
a
he played
big,
half
that's
a
a
season and
big,
then a full
yeah.
season without.
That's
Okay,
a
so-
big amount of income that, like,
Well,
it's
for
about
most
80% of their
teams-
income that is cut out when you can't go to the stadium.
For most teams,
And then don't
yes.
forget, when you can't go to the stadium, what commercial deals are you getting? All of those things, those
Paraphernalia-
boys all go reduce the amount money.
Yeah.
Everything will drop. Who they even go buy Shada?
Charlie,
Because at that time, everybody they have money for food. Even you're not thinking about Arsenal jersey.
yeah. So
Even though they were decimated, Charlie,
it was bad.
it was a long time.
But you see, and most clubs haven't recovered. Most clubs have not recovered. Charlie, most countries have not recovered. Not clubs. Today,
Even when we still collect the COVID levy. Hey,
Ibiko. No move to Adol. Idebek. All I want to say,
William,
UK
you
entered
crumble.
this week. Both Japan and the UK have entered into recession. Germany entered recession last year. They no come out. They're still there inside, neck deep. Pause. But then they inside. So it'd be very serious. It'd be very serious thing with this. Why they laugh at Massa?
The thing is that if nobody get money right now, this Mbappe deal, yeah. Because I feel as though this Mbappe deal is going to be like.
Are we moving on?
Yeah, we are moving on. We are moving to Mbappe.
This Mbappe deal is going to cause a domino effect. He moves and other things are going to happen. No. You think it's not? But how many? For example, how many strikers are there right now that you'd be like, yeah, this guy can guarantee you like 25 to 30 goals a season?
I know they didn't won. Only Mbappe. I
So
don't know.
if he moves, and right now he's moving for what, for free. I hear say Brown PSG the signing fee there since PSG won't make he paid them in signing on fee. Real Madrid go pay him. I mean, bro, let's be real. That nigga
Unless
is taking
it's in
that
the
money
contract,
and
I'm sorry, that's not how it works, dear.
yeah, the guy is taking that money and running.
You make an intro this, then we will talk about that small, then we will fit either talk EPL small or we will close. So reports came out this week about how Kylian Mbappe will see out his contract at PSG, ending I want to say 6 or 8 years. I feel like it's not been
2017 or so.
I think it's been about 7 years old. Was the last one
was it before or after the 2018 World Cup?
I think it was that same year.
Yeah, that's
because he went the same year that Neymar went. It was him and Neymar went at the same time.
Okay, fair enough.
2018.
So you know,
6 years.
he's been there. So 6 years. He's been there for 6 years, ending a 6-year spell with the Paris club. This was his home club. He felt like he could win a lot with that club. He has won a lot. Obviously, the trophy which he wanted to win he's wanted to win the most with the club, the Champions League, has managed to elude them for so long, for whatever reasons. But now, he said that he's ready to move on at the age of, he dropped like what, 25, 24, 25.
25.
So bro, he is basically so it is reported that obviously Madrid is poised to pick him. There were some reports that Arsenal too could go and pick him up as well. My mom, they won't hide him off like, man, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, you really did this. No.
My mom, they want to do late night calls. It's like, oh, Charlie,
bro, because Charlie.
You know that thing some boys they do. You know, so that is some boys they do if they talk, say you eat some fine girl. Well, no one deny them. Say, oh, you fool. But I know they deny.
This boy likes flexing. You know.
The honest truth is, for me as an Arsenal fan, I don't want him at Arsenal. The harmony when a squad gets, there are no egos in the team. Nobody thinks they're the best player. They shouldn't be subbed off. They should play every 90 minutes if they are fit. I don't want any of those players. I've had enough of Obama kind of players, these egotistical players. He should go to his Madrid and go and be his Galactico. We go get some other. Me, the Swedish boy for Portugal, no, he be the one they want.
Well,
So make he come make this guy go in.
Gyökeres or something.
I not be in the same my team. Never mind. Who vibes?
wait. Not be in with that one guy. That one guy. Albert. They talk about him.
Yeah.
Was it?
Rex?
Yeah, right. Then he hype some player. Be say he's arguing for take some coins.
Is it? Will you come and play for us for 2? Is it Mbappe? Then get.
We don't talk seriously. The Inter boys too.
If it be you, you cook your whole team with 30 million. If it be you cook your whole team with 30 million euros, where you did 8 points clear, like you two, you go chat some cool down.
Then we'll come offer you 3-year loan with option to buy. And you go spread the payment over 10 years,
bro. But you see, this Mbappe thing, I want us. Smiley, then well, maybe not Vanguard because Chelsea just take everybody. But do you want a player like that with all that you know surrounding him, even though he might not guarantee you a title, he might destroy your wage structure in your club. He might even bankrupt your club the way PSG right now they suffer. Even though the Qatar money, like then they suffer. Do you want him in your team?
Funny, you want make a try answer.
Make a take him. Because you know, in England, I would say United are probably the team that has had that Real Madrid type of thing where we like big name players. Like United, we sign big name, big ego players, Zlatan and Ronaldo, RVP. Like we are used to those type of characters. So I feel like if the manager is strict enough on them,
time though, yeah.
We could still work with an ego like that. And for what he brings, me, if anything, if Mbappe they come, my preference would be for Rashford to leave. So to say, you come to the left wing. For me, it's a no-brainer. In fact, if I get
sorry,
if I get there, make Rashford go.
Make you finish.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you talk like if Mbappe they come, Rashford no get choice. He go left. Either Rashford will go bump for the right or he go left the team. Bro, don't be now. They can't do like my preference. It not be your preference. If them buy Mbappe today, they say Rashford, would you like to join PSG or Chelsea? Crowded the only how what's that?
You see, me, I can understand because in the end, every team has their different DNA and their different mindsets and everything. So maybe there are certain teams. I would understand why an Arsenal fan wouldn't want an ego like that because I don't think they've really signed. In all my years of supporting,
they tried it.
Oba.
Like if anything,
they tried it. They didn't have the facilities, so they stopped.
Yeah, like if anything, the ones where they be big ego players like that, it be people who grew up into that type of character, like Henry and things. Henry at the time he came, he had just like underwhelmed at Juventus. He came, rebuilt his career and all those things. But I don't think they've actually bought that type of player properly. United, they're like be used to that. Sanchez, even him
on the back of
wasn't that.
Also, maybe
in terms of ego, in terms of talent,
Ozil no get ego.
Talent,
yes, but ego. If anything, Ozil, I might see it to some extent.
Because if at the time he was signed Zlatan,
egotistical.
No, I think he always kind of had it to him, but then like for him to be a main man in Arsenal, he kind of grew into that. But somebody who was like kind of established, I don't think Arsenal have purposely gone for
actually,
like that.
I have a shout, but my problem is he gonna know the match in footballing abilities.
Who does?
Like
Benzema.
If you say Obama,
you need to talk about Benzema anyhow.
Benzema is a good shout.
Then I think Lacazette coming to Arsenal at the time, captain of Lyon, top goal scorer in the French Ligue 1. He had some kind of, it be made this account.
Charlie,
this.
if we talk ego, no be like I
Yeah,
said.
like this one, if
Aura
anything,
maybe, but ego,
yeah,
Charlie, nah.
yeah, like the talent, like me, the ego is one thing, the pedigree is another thing. Like some players see Kante like this. Kante has been one of the best midfielders of his generation. But you know, if you talk say he gets that ego, Kante there. If teachers say kneel down, go kneel down. If they say stand up, go
Bakayoko he
stand
get
up.
that ego, but the football ability is not the rich.
So yeah, United. The main point I'm trying to make is that United. It's not something that is unusual for us. So if it were to happen, like I'll be very happy. Like yeah.
Me for I don't think there's any player. I don't think there's any team that wouldn't want a player like Mbappe. If you want to put him in a setup like United where there's a lot of restructuring going on, even if they can afford it, I think the project will have to be dependent on him. If they want to bank everything on him, then everything else has to kind of like fall in line. And I think that's the kind of project that Mbappe is even kind of looking for. Because for him to say that, I think the team that should sign him should pay what 200 mil signing on fee or something like that. No, it's like he knows that he's done enough in football to be like wherever it is that I go next, you are guaranteed someone who would work his ass off, who would deliver when need be, and I just need the right tools around me because I was at PSG for however long I was at. They put star player left, right, but for whatever reason, everyone else at the back, it just didn't falter. But then in a position where I for play there, I have at least 2 more World Cups left in me, bro. At least 2. If you go push crack 4. He get 2 way go third one way he just go fit day on the bench and come on, and then 4 way he just go do something. He go do Andrea Utens. So he there, like he knows that he can get his super big contract right now and like be set up. But there's like everything has to kind of like fall in line. And there are a handful of clubs that can do that. We're talking Saudi, we're talking Madrid. If Chelsea won't plunge themselves into FFP, like they will roll the dice, they'll be like, Charlie.
It not be FFP problem. The
Chelsea
problem is
can't,
Mbappe Nankasa no good come. You know why he no go come? He already play under
Make you don't
this
say if you
terrorist.
go the trial.
No. He already play under this terrorist already. You know they can't play under him again. And no dear.
No. He go can't do
I don't
LeBron
think you
things. He will can't do LeBron things. Like, me, I had to select the coach. Me, where I
Come
select the
sack the
players.
coach.
We Todd Bowley the boys to them that are unserious enough to actually probably give him that level of power. But I think this Mbappe thing it be simple. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but this you can think about that. What be your name, self? Don Perez, yeah. Don Perez get some cooking. He dey cook some do be there. He dey fit cook him to a point. Nobody they bother them about the deal. Read about like something like Jude in deal. He it be like the player did there. Madrid they like. Then they will give him you every time. Right? They get very good season before they go Madrid. Like then they give him like make everybody say the guy good. Then now we ask everybody see finish. Don Perez go just come up there and say, yeah, I cook the deal finish. No worry, no bother everybody. And if Real Madrid,
it was very funny how the no, I'm not interrupting you. I'm just adding to what you're saying. It was very funny how Bellingham in deal Liverpool call where it be like I don't know what to tell Klopp, but since that day Klopp hasn't been the same. You see, in club not they feel match certain things. Like this transfer window, it really shocked them. So what Perez talked Bellingham make you seal that deal, bro?
See,
yeah, they
Bellingham,
tell you.
everybody was waiting for some transfer saga that was going to last throughout the window.
Last by July,
June,
then
no,
they finish.
1st June.
By 1st June, they say they start. By July,
Comunicado official.
I be them open. No, they open that thing. They open that thing. 1st July, right? By then start the deal. Fabrizio bringing first in like 1st June there. Madrid are interested and have open talks. By 15th, here we go. Drop finish. You know, if this Mbappe thing, Don Perez cook him already. He cooked the thing finished.
You make nobody bother themselves.
Yeah,
if
I
you
don't
ask
think this
any
is going to be
sporting
a saga.
director, the only sporting director is delusional enough to think they have a chance is probably Chelsea. But himself, he don't go play under this terrorist, so no bother everybody.
But I mean, this week there have been some reports that apparently Real Madrid are reducing the offer they were making to him from what they were
That be
They have
how
offering
dropped
they
the
just
last.
salary.
that be how they just go give him shares for Real Madrid, make he get some small island as governor. Oh, I said don't
Charlie,
Perez cook the deal finish.
So you guys, before we go wrap this up, in your opinion, given that we've seen legends like we've seen Dinos, we've seen Figos, um we've seen Ronaldo's,
Guti safe.
we've seen
Beckham.
good, we've seen like we've seen players like Mbappe, yeah, like very good player to watch and all that. But then the hype, it need because obviously I think football is entering another generation where
You
you
really
are
need.
Yeah, Kale.
where you might need
No, Kale, don't bother yourself
you might need
because
some poster boy or something.
no, don't bother
But
because
is it
this guy
him?
was him. You see what you are missing the
He
thing.
was him. He showed
At
you he was him at
18,
the World Cup, bro.
he was him at
Yeah,
18. Bro,
bro.
the
The him
aura
there
not there.
is him.
He
This
scored
is what
World Cup final hat trick.
this is
Hat-trick,
what
bro. Hat-trick
Albert
in
World
Price
World Cup
Cup
called.
final
final.
Where he
hat
the
That's
sick?
trick.
impressive.
Where
Albert
he the
say
sick?
Bro.
Albert say this is aura peche. The aura not there a peche. Don't no. If it be somebody where they form the aura like we know. But in mapping aura, it be peche, it be normal. You know they see if he smile safe, aura peche. The guy he do in team finish. If Mbappe retired today,
He's a
bro,
legend already.
he's bro. He go fit
He
talk
go two
say
World Cups. He go two World Cup
at
finals.
age 18,
But
I
you know
carried
what's
my team to
crazy?
World Cup final.
You know
At
what's
age
crazy? I know, but you know what's crazy?
22 or
Players
23.
that we've seen kind of mar this life of Charlie fame and talent. The boy be like the talent. He rather they like lean on that side more than like the fame of it all. Because you had a Beckham who was a very good player in a United squad, and off the pitch too, he did do fashion deals and whatnot. Messi to then put him in face for everywhere. Ronaldo there, he leaned into him heavy. I'm not sure. At me personally, I don't really see that hype with they around
The
it. Maybe
Mbappe one,
he go. Uh-huh.
sorry, the Mbappe one, check like boy, if fresh, it a duo plus sauceless girl. He be the PSG he did. That be why the aura no be peche.
So if he catch Madrid, there go change.
Oh, massa,
If he land
Don
Spain,
Perez go cook him
no.
like 8 deals. Jai.
And also, did you watch that there was this NBA game that Mbappe went to, and all the stars were like excited to see him. Everybody was trying to take pictures with him and stuff. And this is a football player who was just 24 at the time.
Was that a Bucks game? Was that a Bucks game?
I think so.
Because I know him
But
and
like all
Giannis.
of
I
them
didn't
were.
think Giannis gets some relationship.
The thing is, Mbappe already has an advantage that a lot of those other superstars didn't have, and it's the fact that he became popular in that US market at a very early age, and it's because he went to shine at the World Cup at a time where US interest was also building into football. So, like him scoring a final in the World Cup, like a hat trick in the World
And
Cup final.
and
Already
the
right now
next
they
World
see
Cup
him
is in
go to the
America.
yeah, like
And the
already
next World Cup is in
before
America.
If
Charlie,
they
the
don't
boy
mix
go, the
Messi,
boy
if
go,
they
the
don't
boy go, the boy go, the boy go,
If
the
they
boy
don't mix
go.
Messi,
So
if they don't mix
the
Messi,
boy
then they go
go.
he be the goat.
Yeah, they go to be the good. So the thing is, Mbappe right now, he's already entered
Well
that US
positioned.
market, and he's 25. So like the only way for him is up. Like if he merged that Real Madrid, that Real
Superstar
Madrid
thing. Bro,
superstar aura team plus US market, Charlie, the levels of
Right
commercial
now.
success that
bro,
boy could
Real
Right
reach.
now.
Madrid first
The
preseason, no,
only
then they take
thing,
and go South Korea. Then from South Korea, then go fly and go like America or
nice, I
something.
mentioned
Massa.
this, but the only thing that can bring Mbappe down, like even that one to a certain level, be maybe some rape or some ego run somebody over or something.
Yeah,
Like
or some
for me,
terrible scandal.
some human rights case be in be the only thing
Charlie,
where you feel head down small.
what'd be crazy about football. Them things, if you are big enough, bro, we don't go hear them like that. And some people, like, they are very forgiving.
They are
Like,
not.
CR7,
Not in
if you
Spain
CR7.
reach,
though. Not in Spain
eh?
though. Not in Spain though. The
No,
Spanish
Spain,
those
the
people.
amount be taxed. The amount be taxed. if you the skim money there, they will
Everybody
chase
they
you
skim
down.
money for Spain. If you left, then go guys say,
That's
this
why I
guy
say if
said
they
it
catch
all
you, because Messi, what's cry them no do for that guy? What them no activate for him? We doors and open for him. But they make the Spanish government see say my man the scheme. They will say, hey, come. Bros, just come, bros. Just come, bros.
bus come, bus
Come
come,
and
Not
let's
be
talk.
all
Come,
with
come.
come on, let's have it. That video they kill
Shout,
people.
shout out to shout out to
And anyway, yeah, guys, happy
Okonkwo
anniversary.
Okonkwo
Happy
Hale.
anniversary. By this
He
time
did this
last
to
week,
them last week. Then my eye gets at the dance around. Then Hale take he heal we all. What a day! What a day that was. Shout out to our Nigerian
Yeah.
brothers. We know the pain
Shout out to
is
them.
there, but we don't give a fuck. So
I actually
Do
hope it's
I
still hurting.
look like I
Low-key.
give? I swear, like I can't. I will play that song next week as
I
we
really
start
hope
the
it's
thing.
still hurting Nigerians. Now, I'm telling Nigerians, I
right
hope
now,
it still hurts. Like, I hope
then they
that
go
loss in the
bring
exit
FIFA
still
club,
hurts.
FIFA rankings. Where
Oh,
Ghana did we did the list of the people that win for AFCONs. You to where you did.
guys, if you haven't, please do what to like, share, subscribe wherever it is that you get your podcast. This one on YouTube right now. Help us push the video content by liking, comment, and subscribing at After the Whistle podcast. Or what be the name of the thing? I forget these names right before we blew. So say I go fit just roll off the tongue. So what be the
Instagram,
handles?
Instagram, ATW Podcast GCR. Twitter, ATW Podcast GCR. TikTok, After the Whistle. YouTube, After the Whistle Podcast. What else
So
you
I was
get?
right.
Yeah, you were right. Clap for yourself. Maybe the
Yeah.
first time in like 80 years. That be I know say they
Where-
can't
where-
botch
where-
the exits.
See ya. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one next week. After the Whistle dominates the conversation.